the Magic starting group. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's De Silva in at the small forward. And for the Raptors, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Man, Clark, the postseason is coming at us fast. You ready to make any playoff predictions yet?
You know, I like to pause on that until we actually see a little bit more of what the matchups are going to look like. For me, it's a little too early to answer your question. So much can happen in these last few weeks, but I'll be ready when the time is right.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Banchero, that's good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Back to Quickly. Toronto working the ball around now. Quickly, a screen on Banchero. Barnes with it. Picked up by Banchero. Barnes can't get it to go. And the Magic with possession. Pass to Banchero. Here's De Silva, and he banks in the layup.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Now, here's Quickly. Barrett with the bounce pass, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Ingram with the steal. 3 on 3. A 3 from Quickly. Cans it from downtown.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. The tray. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Pass to Pirtle. Bane with the steal. Here's Banchero. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Quickly a screen on Banchero. Suggs with the steal. Carter with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And it's Carter missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Fades. De Silva with the rebound. Magic leading by 8. Here's Banchero for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 7 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Third in free throw percentage, seventh in opponent field goal percentage, and they're in the top half of the league in total rebounding as well. Paying attention to the glass, even though it's not a big strong suit for this group.
And their free throw shooting isn't talked about much, but just think, Greg, of how many points some teams let slip away at the free throw line. Now, here's Quickly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
And Pirtle able to finish.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Carter outside. Pass to Bain. Suggs in the corner. Clock at 4. Shot from the wing. Toronto grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Ingram passes to Quickly. Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
So good seeing Pirtle attack the glass, especially when he goes for the putback jam.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. Carter kicks to Bain. Outside, Suggs releases. It's rebounded by Barrett.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Pass to Quickly. Fires from deep. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Bain. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Here's Quickly. Barnes outside. Raptors moving the ball around. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
To the right side. Banchero, right side. To the middle to stop the drought, and then Carter with the dunk.
No margin for error that time. Big-time slam from big man Carter Jr.
In this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline for a young group. That is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. To the paint, it's stolen by Carter. Outside, Bain. Pass to Banchero. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Off target with his 3.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here's Barrett. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here is Carter. After R.J. Barrett's bucket, pass to Bain. 3-pointer. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here is Quickly. 9 points in the game so far. And Barrett gets it to go. Now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Wagner outside. Batase the pass to Carter. Wagner with a screen for Carter. Pass to Wagner. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Richardson. Got a hand on it.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. Wagner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Raptors leading by 6. Pass to Dick. Here's Shed. Back to Dick. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Here's Shed. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 3. Now, here's Wagner. From deep three-point land. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to Dick. Into the lane. Here's Murray Boyle. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Carter looking around. Count the basket. Raptors leading by 3. Here's Murray Boyle. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Richardson with it. Wagner with a screen for Richardson. Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. And now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now Dick, scoreless thus far. A 3-ball, and that one is off. What a performance for Emmanuel Quickly. He has been the story for the Toronto Raptors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Goga Bitadze. Richardson is out there with Carter. Then there's Banchero. And it's Wagner in at the power forward. Here's Murray Boyle. Shoots over Bitadze. It's deflected. Carter against Quickly. Carter kicks to Banchero. For three. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
And more than respectable from three. Banchero stretching his range there. Wow.
Pass to Quickly. Here's Dick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Banchero outside. Shot clock at 6. Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got 4 points in the quarter.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Halt the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Orlando's front office, Clark, has made it clear they're turning the page on the rebuild, entering the win now phase.
And the reason they're able to make that shift, Kevin, is because they drafted 2 franchise cornerstones. Banchero and Wagner developed quickly and have a lot of runway in front of them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
The Raptors making a switch here. Battles checked in. And so he hits both. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and playmaking. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Sunday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against Los Angeles, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
First free throw is good. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
And he makes both free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. Sinks the triple. Richardson's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Nifty move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second and fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top 10 in field goal percentage. They know when to push the action and when to pull it back.
And what their turnover ranking tells you is that they play mistake-free basketball. Being smart with the ball is at the top of their to-do list.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And Toronto making a change here. Lawson's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Richardson for 3. It's rebounded by Lawson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Magic?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Hey, I'd like to also shout out the way they've defended. Already they've recorded some really good shot blocks.
And that one misses.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Easy pickings for Wagner there, just to reach up and attack the rack like that. That's simple.
Quickly looking it over. Misses the 3. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Richardson. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Kicks it out to Richardson. And the 3 off target. The Raptors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Good on the shot.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Johnny Barnes, he's checked in for the Raptors. Ingram comes in for Tick. Baines checked in for the Magic. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Wagner outside. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now, here's Payne. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Quickly. He's got 11. Back to Ingram. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Banchero outside. Wagner against Barnes. Tries from the block. Uses the glass to drop it in. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Here are the Magic now after Toronto at the three-pointer. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Murray Boyle, defended by Batadze. Pass to Murray Boyle. Now, here's Quickly, defended by Carter. And it goes down 2 points. Quickly's got 16 points.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
The Magic trail by 3. And here's Carter. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Batadze is screen on Ingram. Here's Banchero. Toronto grabs the miss.
In this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Now Ingram. He's covered by Banchero. Here's Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. In fourth, the Raptors.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
Now, here's Suggs. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Now Ingram, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Bane. Pass to De Silva. Outside, Suggs. Just 4 to shoot to end the drought. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Murray Boyles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Quickly. He's got 16. And here's Barrett. Barnes screen on Bane. Inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Here's Banchero for 3. They get the rebound. Carter. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Carter's got 6 points.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now, here's Banchero. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
A 3 from Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 6 assists now in the game. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 10-point game. Here's the screen. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. they've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram clearly on the attack there, not allowing the defense to do anything with that dunk.
Back to Suggs. Here's De Silva. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Rocket Pirtles check in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Quickly. And Orlando making a change here. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. Barnes passes to Barrett. It's Ingram on the wing. Clock is at 3. Fires it up. Money from the wing. Ingram's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find the groove.
Outside, Bain. Suggs with the ball. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Here's Walter. Magic knocking down the tray. There's the triple. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. The Magic trail by 9. Pass to De Silva. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Left side Suggs. Here's De Silva. Shoots over Ingram. It's rebounded by Barrett. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
20 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, Bain. Fires for 3. That one, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And with PA Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Toronto Raptors.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Well, I think for the Raptors, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice performance by Emmanuel quickly.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The Magic trail by 11. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the 1. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. They set the screen. And it's Banchero missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here's Banchero, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. 5 on the clock. Carter with a screen on Barrett. And a wide-open look for Bain. It's good from long range. Bain's got 5 points so far.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Here's Ingram. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's De Silva. 5 points in the game. Open shot by Banchero. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
A 3 from Quickly. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
Toronto leading by 9. And here is Quickly. He's got 16. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Uncovered. Again, Toronto.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next.
We often see Paolo Banchero with the ball late in the shot clock club, and he usually delivers.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you shut off his dribble drive and then you seal off the retreat. And because he's so strong and good with the ball, he can bump you and get into the spot he wants to. He's got great power, and he's really a good finisher around the goal, too.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Toronto. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, Orlando, 3 spots below.
When I look at Orlando, they're headed for the play-in tournament as it stands now. But they've got time to make a move. Maybe they can kick things into gear before the end of the season.
Now, here's Suggs. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Another miss by Orlando.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Barrett the pass to Ingram. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Making it look so easy right now. Once Ingram catches fire like this, he finds ways to stay hot.
Pass to De Silva. Outside, Suggs. Here's Banchero for three. Hits it from three-point range. Banchero's got 19 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Now, here's Suggs. Banchero outside. And another three for Orlando.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Pass to Barrett. Hurdle with a screen on Bain. Shot clock at 5. Barrett for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero passes to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Pass to De Silva. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. De Silva's got 7 points.
When you get looks from there, you're doing a lot right.
Barnes outside. Now Barrett. Hurdle sets the pick for Barrett. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And pick and roll is huge in today's game. Barrett realizing what to do in those sets.
Wide open. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Quickly. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now, here's Banchero. Major points for him. Suggs passes to Banchero.
Look, you can't forget the fact that Banchero averaged 20 as a rookie. We've seen him have lots of big scoring nights, and there's more to come for sure.
Ingram finds Quickly. And Bain pulls it down. The Magic trail by 11. Carter left side. Back to Suggs. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Ingram outside. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Suggs passes to Carter. And he lays it straight in. Carter's got 10 points.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Outside, Barrett. Ingram outside. It's Barrett on the wing, guarded by Bain. He gets that one. 10 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Bain. 5 points in the game. Drains the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Barnes. 12 points for him. Inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now, here's Bain. He's got 8. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
Ingram outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
Bane passes to Wagner. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Hey, at 6'11", 245, and nothing extra, the sheer size of Wagner is a problem.
Mo Wagner, shooting one.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Wagner gives you size, and he can stretch the floor as well. I mean, he's a very solid player who knows how to play the game.
Ingram setting a pick for Barnes. His three-pointers off the mark. The Magic trail by 10. At the elbow, it's Wagner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
Wagner grinding down low. Big man putting in the work.
Ingram outside. Lets it go with the three. Here's Barnes. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Barnes has got 14. Barnes has gotten 6 of his 11 attempts to go in so far from the field, shooting almost 55%. Here is Carter. Payne for three. That's in there. Carter with the assist. He's got 14.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Ingram right side. 2 points. That one goes. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Pass to Wagner. And it's a foul called on Mo Wagner. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Richardson, he's checked in for Bane. Here's Murray Boyle. To the middle. Lock at 6. Pass to Walter. And again, Toronto no luck. The Magic trail by 9 to the inside. Here's Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Shed. Out to the wing. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Offline with his three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pulls up. And he can't bank that one in. Toronto leading by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Ingram's got 27.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Richardson outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Mo Wagner. Carter out there with Richardson. Then it's Batadze. And it's Banchero in at the 3 slot. And the basket is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Carter with the bounce pass. Dick against Banchero. Wagner kicks to Carter. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Now, here's Quickly. Dick with it. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Pass to Wagner. Now Banchero. Richardson outside. Screen by Batadze. Lets it go from deep. And it's Mamoukelashvili with the rebound. Toronto leading by 10. Here's Walter. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Mamoukelashvili. A 3 from Quickly. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Here's Murray Boyle. From past the arc. Walter can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 13. Now Wagner, an easy 2 points on the layup.
And after a difficult start to the game, he's flipped the script here.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Quickly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Two shots.
First one falls for Ingram. He's checked in for Dick. And Orlando making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Banchero looking around. Pass to Bain. Inside. Fires the 3. And it's Banchero missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Quickly against Carter. Now, here's Quickly. G right on him. Missed inside. The Magic trail by 13. Banchero kicks to Carter. Pass to Banchero. Fires top of the key. Yep, that one goes in there. Banchero's got 26 points.
Banchero putting together some kind of performance here. He's the entire package.
Ingram outside. And that one, good. He's got 29 points.
Well, you know, Ingram's length is really an asset inside. It allows him to work over and around defenders.
Carter outside. Payne for three. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Now, here's Quickly. Here's Murray Boyle. And stolen by Wagner. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. And that one misses.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Quickly kicks to Barnes. It's Ingram on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 31 points for Brandon Ingram.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Suggs passes to Bain. Wagner left side. Bain looking around. Three-pointer. And it's Suggs missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Sinks the three-pointer. Quickly's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Toronto.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Pass to Wagner. To the middle. Good D by Barnes.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Here's Walter. And here's Ingram from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
To Walter from outside the arc. And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it left. And some changes here for the Raptors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Walter. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter's checked in. And here's Barrett. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mamu Kelishvili has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Banchero. And yes, it's good. 30 points for Paolo Banchero.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They get it back. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 14.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Barnes dishes to Barrett, and here's Ingram from the arc. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bane finds Suggs. Magic moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Banchero outside. And the lead is down inside single digits. Banchero's got 35 in the game. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Raptors making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. And a change for the Magic. De Silva's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Barrett against Bane. Barrett kicks to Ingram. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Payne for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
He's caught fire from beyond the arc here in the second half.
Now here's Ingram. To the inside. Here's Pirtle. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 8th assist in the game.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Here's Quickly. Now Ingram. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Now Pirtle. Hits on the turnaround jumper.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Here's Suggs. Carter looking around. Barrett against Bane. Gets it to go. Down low.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bane, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Raptors leading by 11. Ingram with it. Here's Pirtle. Barrett. Bane rips down the rebound. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Magic. No good.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Barrett against Bane. Barnes. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Bane against Barrett. Got it to go off the glass.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Brandon Ingram.
The way he saw the floor was quite special. I mean, he served up a ton of room service dimes.
Barnes outside. So Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Let's now hear from Allie LaForce, who is courtside with our player of the game.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step into shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also give them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable.